Happy Fulfillment Friday. I'm so excited today for our very special guest. I'm going to bring him in just one moment here. But I have to say, this is one of the people I'm most excited to talk to because someone whose videos I've actually listened to myself since I was about 10 years old. So this is really huge to be able to have him share his immense wisdom with us. So I'll bring him in right now. See if we can get him here.
Hello.
Hi, Brad.
How are you?
Welcome. I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm very good. Feeling a little old after your introduction, but my great grandpa used to watch Brad's videos.
Well, it just shows you that you've inspired so many people for such a long time, and what a gift. It's
I'm
honestly an honor, though, to be able to virtually meet you, I guess.
just how anybody can meet anybody these days. So it's the
Yeah,
way
yeah,
it
we're
is.
all adapting. I love we
Adapting
both
to
have
my
our
new
hands.
studio.
Yeah, there you go. Me as well.
Studio that my wife set up for her videos.
I annoy my fiance to no end because I have to move our coffee table that has our guinea pig on it in his whole cage. So I have to move it away from the wall. So it's a whole setup. We're making do.
As one does.
Well, if you could just take a moment and introduce yourself to those who might not know who you are.
Certainly. So, hi, I'm Brad Yates. I make tapping videos on YouTube. If you don't know what tapping is, it's a process of literally tapping with our fingertips on places on our face and torso based on acupuncture. And so for thousands of years in Chinese medicine, they've said that energy is flowing through the body along meridians. And when this energy is flowing naturally, we experience our natural state of health and well-being. And when that energy gets out of balance, then we don't feel so good. We don't think as clearly. We don't make the best choices. So we want to get that energy balanced. So instead of sticking needles in these places like an acupuncturist would, we're just tapping. And so I discovered this technique 20 years ago, actually, when I was a hypnotherapist. First as an actor. I'm not a doctor, but I played one on TV. And I saved Sammy's life on Days of Our Lives. Sorry. Um, but then I started, trained as a hypnotherapist, fell in love with that. That became my main career. And then I learned about tapping and started doing that. And then YouTube came along and I thought, hey, wouldn't it be cool if there was a tapping video people could start their day with? And I'll call it Tap of the Morning. And that was all I ever intended to do. And 6 months later, I thought, I should probably do a tap of the evening to end the day. And then a few months later, had another idea and another idea. And here we are a decade
The rest
later.
is history.
Yeah, almost 1,000 videos. Whatever's bothering you, there's probably a tap for that.
Yeah, my college roommates knew to give me space when I'd get my laptop out and I'd start tapping on my face. Like, oh, she needs space. Well, I am thrilled because I know you're going to lead us through a live tapping today. So I can't wait to just dive in.
I, absolutely. So one of the key things that is coming up for folks in these strange times is a lot of anxiety because there's so much uncertainty, there's so much fear. I know I've been the few times that I've had to go out to the grocery store, I've worn a mask, but at the same time thinking, there's probably nobody within like a 10, 20-mile radius of me who actually has this. And then I just found out that our zip code is actually one of the highest caseloads in Sacramento. So you never know.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm in
So
New York, so we're kind of the hotbed right now.
yes, not even a comparison. And my thoughts and prayers go out to everybody, but especially those of you in those really intense places. So what I'd like everyone to do is go ahead and close your eyes. Take a deep breath and hold it and let it go. And just check in with yourself right now. Follow your breath through your body. And just allow yourself to be aware of any sense of anxiety you might be experiencing. It may show up as, you may think of different words. It may be fear, apprehension. Just allow yourself to be aware of whatever it feels like. But in particular, be aware of the feeling. Is it a tightness in the chest, a knot in your stomach, queasiness? You may notice pain in different parts of your body. There are different ways that the body lets us know, hey, something's wrong here. We need to be on guard. We need to be worried. Just allow yourself to be aware of whatever physical manifestation you might have of this fear, uncertainty, anxiety. Maybe go ahead and rate it on a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being absolutely intense, 0 being totally chill, which is where we'd like to get to. Don't judge yourself harshly if the number's higher than you'd like it to be. Just allow yourself to be aware of, okay, this is what's going on for me. This is how I've been programmed to respond to a circumstance like this. Take another deep breath. Open your eyes. And so what I'll be doing is I'll be tapping certain parts of the face and torso. I should do the same. If your hands are clean, first thing they said, don't touch your face. And I'm like, dude, you don't know what I do for a living. Professionally tap my face. So if your hands are clean and you hand sanitizer, wash your hands, that's fine. If you are not able to clean your hands right now, then just go ahead and tap the collarbone point. So right here where the collarbones just about come together, there's that little U shape at the base of your throat. And you can just tap with your fingertips there. You can make a fist and tap right over there. And so that's a very effective point. You can tap the end of the arm point about 4 inches below the armpit. It's right about bra strap level, and I'm sure even the guys can find that one. So if your hands are clean, tap all the points that I'm tapping. Otherwise, just tap those points. And then repeat back what I say. And Samantha, if you'll repeat back what I say along, and then everyone else can just repeat it with you.
Absolutely.
So, even though I'm feeling this anxiety,
even though I'm feeling this anxiety,
I choose to love and accept myself.
I choose to love and accept myself.
Even though I'm feeling this anxiety,
even though I'm feeling this anxiety,
I choose to love and honor myself.
I choose to love and honor myself.
Even though I'm feeling this anxiety,
even though I'm feeling this anxiety,
all this fear,
all this fear,
all this uncertainty,
all this uncertainty,
and probably a lot of other uncomfortable feelings.
and probably a lot of other uncomfortable feelings.
And even though I feel all this anxiety,
and even though I feel all this anxiety,
I choose to deeply and completely
I choose to deeply and completely
love, honor, and accept myself.
Love, honor, and accept myself.
And maybe anyone else involved.
And maybe anyone else involved.
At the beginning of your eyebrow, all this anxiety.
All this anxiety.
Right at the side of your eye, all this anxiety.
All this anxiety.
Right under the middle of your eye, all this fear.
All this fear.
Right under your nose, all this uncertainty.
All this uncertainty.
Just under your lip, right above the chin. All this anxiety.
All this anxiety.
I don't know how long this is going to go on.
I don't know how long this is going to go on.
And I'm afraid this whole time.
But I'm afraid this whole time.
I'm afraid that I might get sick.
I'm afraid that I might get sick.
I'm afraid the people I care about might get sick.
I'm afraid the people I care about might get sick.
And even if I don't get sick.
And even if I don't get sick.
My finances aren't too healthy.
My finances aren't too healthy.
So even if I'm not worried about my physical health.
So even if I'm not worried about my physical health.
I might be worried about my financial health.
I might be worried about my financial health.
So how could I not feel afraid?
So how could I not feel afraid?
All my programming tells me.
All my programming tells me.
That anxiety is the absolute appropriate response.
And anxiety is the absolute appropriate response.
I'm not exactly sure how it helps.
I'm not exactly sure how it helps.
I can't feel anxious enough to stay healthy,
I can't stay anxious enough to stay healthy,
especially when I know
especially when I know
that stress compromises my immune system.
that stress compromises my immune system.
So allowing myself to chill out
So allowing myself to chill out
would be a much healthier choice.
would be a much healthier choice.
I also can't feel anxious enough
I also can't feel anxious enough
to put more money in my bank account.
to put more money in my bank account.
But as I lower my stress,
But as I lower my stress,
I can think more clearly.
I can think more clearly.
I can make better choices.
I can make better choices.
I can be more creative.
I can be more creative.
Maybe there are ways to make money.
Maybe there are ways to make money.
Sharing my gifts and talents
Sharing my gifts and talents
that I wasn't looking at before.
that I wasn't looking at before.
This might be a great opportunity
This might be a great opportunity
to make a lot of improvements in my life.
to make a lot of improvements in my life.
And as long as I have to go through it,
And as long as I have to go through it,
I might as well make the most of it.
I might as well make the most of it.
And I don't need this anxiety.
And I don't need this anxiety,
Even though I've been taught to feel anxious,
even though I've been taught to feel anxious.
it's not going to help me.
It's not going to help me.
I don't need fear to help me make good decisions.
I don't need fear to help me make good decisions.
All this fear that if I don't have anxiety,
All this fear that if I don't have anxiety,
I'll just walk outside and meet people,
I'll just walk outside and meet people,
breathe in their air,
breathe in their air,
take a lot of risks.
take a lot of risks.
I'm not going to do that.
I'm not going to do that.
I can feel absolutely relaxed
I can feel absolutely relaxed
and still do everything I need to do to take care of myself.
and still do everything I need to do to take care of myself.
And that helps to boost my immune system.
And that helps to boost my immune system.
So it's one of the healthiest things I can do.
That's one of the healthiest things I can do.
And then I can send positive energy to other people.
And then I can send positive energy to other people.
Because I can only send what I've got.
I can only send what I've got.
So probably best if I don't have just anxiety.
So probably best if I don't have just anxiety.
I'm allowing myself to feel peace.
I'm allowing myself to feel peace.
It's okay to feel peace.
It's okay to feel peace.
It's safe to feel peace.
Safe to feel peace.
I'm allowing myself to feel peace.
I'm allowing myself to feel peace.
In body, mind, and spirit.
In body, mind, and spirit.
And take a deep breath. You might check in and where those places were that you might have been feeling anxiety or discomfort. And hopefully those numbers have come down and you're feeling more relaxed, which is so good for you in so many ways.
Yeah, I already feel a lot more calm. So thank you. That was beautiful. And for everyone who doesn't know, you are on YouTube, you are on Instagram, so there are a lot of amazing videos outside of what we just did for them to check out. I know
Yeah, I've
it's
just
helped
started
you, right?
posting a lot of my old videos here on Instagram, so.
Oh, incredible.
Yeah.
Well, then everyone has to go check you out. We will have you linked in the next post in the story. But again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for just agreeing to come on and sharing this with everyone, because it's, we need it on a normal day. So during this time, it's so important.
I recommend tapping on a daily basis no matter what, because it's energy hygiene. We have physical hygiene. We brush our teeth, we take showers to maintain our physical hygiene, but so few of us have it practiced for our emotional and mental hygiene. So yeah, especially right now, please do what you can to take care of yourselves, because you're worthy and deserving of that. And thank you so much for having me on. I greatly appreciate this opportunity to share this work.
Well, thank you again. And I hope everyone will go check you out, because we can all use a bit more tapping in our life. Again, hand sanitize. Wash your hands before you do it.
Clean those hands.
Thank you so much, Brad. I really